Hey guys, Darren here with a box review of 1993 Wild Card SuperChrome rookies. SuperChrome, alright, so first off, I've been opening 93 Wild Card boxes in order to understand how everything's lined up, because there are two aspects of SuperChrome. The first is that they took regular cards and they made a SuperChrome version of it. And so if you get a regular SuperChrome pack box, that's what you're going to be getting. But the set was released in two parts. There's a Series 1, which is 200 cards of veterans, and then there's a Series 2, which is an extra, I think it's 50 cards for rookies. And I have the SuperChrome rookie, the rookie version of it, the rookie portion in SuperChrome. And I'm trying to figure out where those are in boxes, because I did open at least one of these boxes in the day, probably two. And I have a complete set of these rookie cards, which is the SuperChrome rookies proper. And so I'm trying to figure out how the SuperChrome version of the regular cards aligns with these. At any rate, this box, this SuperChrome rookies box, is built around these rookie cards, which is, I think it's also 50 cards. Let's see. Yeah, it appears to be a 50 card set. And these cards, Wild Card in 1993 is a little finicky, but especially the SuperChrome cards are finicky. There's a potential for damage. So much so that these are the regular cards where there was no damage. I haven't even bothered to figure out how much of a set there is. In fact, I even have one double in here, because I'm nowhere near a set. And the reason I didn't bother is because I have two piles here. This is a pile of cards where the damage to the cards is not that bad. And so these are cards that are they're kind of passable. There's a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage here. It's for these cards, it's mostly right down the middle. There are some on the side. It's not that these are badly damaged, but you know, they're not useful at this point. So I pulled these aside as close. And then I have one other pile which is not close. These are in much worse shape. This is just snowfall here. There's some damage on here, some here and here. And so these are the cards that are noticeable. So, I mean, right here, all the way down the edge, very noticeably damaged. So that means that over half of the cards for the regular set aren't even useful. Then you get to the SuperChrome rookies, and in every pack, one of the SuperChrome rookies did survive. It was, I think, the one on the very top, which would make sense. And so I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 20 of the 24 packs had one of these cards, or pretty close to that. I think some of them toward the top might have had multiple cards, but they had 20 of the cards actually survived for here in basically perfect shape. And they're not bad cards. I'm not a big fan of these, but they're a very interesting and unique card, that is for sure. And the big name here in this card set is Rick Mirer. Or not in the card set, excuse me. Of the good cards I got, Rick Mirer was as good as I ended up with. Then there are the cards that aren't in that bad a shape. There's some little spots of damage here and there. So these are the close but no cigar occasions. So I got Curtis Conway, and let's see, who else do I have? Kevin Williams, and I think I've got one other good, I got Drew Bledsoe here. The damage here, there's a spot here, it's probably in the back, on the back, really bad through here on the Bledsoe. And that should be it for, So for the ones that could be better, could be a lot better. And then I split this pile into two, where it's the cards that are mainly damaged on the back and then on the front. And I'm not even going to bother to go through exactly who and what cards, because you can see very clearly that these are really badly trashed on the back. And then you can also see that these are very very badly trashed on the front. It's the nature of opening packs that have been sitting around for 30 to 40 years. In this case, it's a little over 30 years, and I guess 40 years doesn't make any sense, because those were all cardboard. So packs that are 30 years old, this is a part of the nature of it. And so unfortunately, this is a case where these cards are fine. All of these, no, they're not. And so I got less than a third of the box came through. So for me, the only thing and I also don't like that they don't have inserts. These are the only inserts, kind of, but these are treated like a set, and they don't have any of the parallels. The SuperChrome, the box is labeled SuperChrome. That's the way that, for the most part, that's the way that the boxes worked. And so I opened this box for one simple reason, which is that I'm trying to learn how all these different boxes work. That's the only reason I'm doing it. And so it's not that I was disappointed as much as I just went, oh, all right, well, yeah, that's how this ended up. I have the set, I have the set, so it's not critical. But, you know, it would be nice to be able to open up the box and it come through. The one thing that was cool, though, is that inside the box they have this fan club brochure, which I don't remember them doing this, so it might have been in 1993 where they tried to do a fan club, and they have a wild card watch. That's something I'd love to track down, because that'd just be cool. Probably wouldn't work at this point, but I don't need a watch to work. It would be really cool to get a wild card watch. So this was the one thing in this where I went, okay, that's pretty awesome. But yeah, that's how it went. You know, unfortunately, this is a box where you're more likely to get damage rather than good cards. But yeah, well, it was fun to do anyway. So thank you guys for watching.